Yoshiki stood under the bright lights in Tokyo, carrying not just music, but years of struggle, recovery, and determination. At the grand stage of Tokyo Garden Theater, the final night of an extraordinary three-day classical concert unfolded with emotion and power. This was not just another performance. It was a return. It was a statement. It was a beginning disguised as a continuation. The event marked a deeply personal milestone, following years of silence, pain, and rehabilitation. Every note played carried the weight of perseverance. Every pause echoed resilience. This concert series had a title that symbolized transformation, an awakening before a new chapter. And that chapter stretches far beyond Japan. Soon, the music will travel across the ocean to the legendary Walt Disney Concert Hall. But before that journey begins, this moment in Tokyo became a defining prologue. Each night of the concert was carefully crafted. From over 100 possible compositions, selections were made with intention and emotion. No two nights were identical. Each audience witnessed something uniquely their own. The performance blended orchestral beauty with piano and the raw intensity of drums. It was a soundscape that felt both classical and revolutionary. A fusion that only one artist could deliver in this way. Behind this performance was a story of physical hardship. A serious neck condition had led to multiple surgeries. The most recent one required over a year of recovery. Rehabilitation was not easy. It demanded patience. It demanded discipline. It demanded belief. Standing on stage again was not guaranteed. But determination turned uncertainty into reality. And on this night, the drums returned. For the first time in years, a full drum solo echoed through the hall. It was powerful. It was emotional. It was symbolic. The audience felt it, not just as music, but as victory. Another highlight emerged through experimentation. A new element was introduced. During a performance of Art of Life, something unexpected happened. The music expanded. It evolved. A DJ performance blended into the composition. It was not just innovation. It was reinvention. Though this idea had been explored privately for years, this was its first moment in front of a live audience. And it worked. The result was mesmerizing. An 18-minute journey that blurred the line between tradition and modern creativity. As the final notes faded, emotions surfaced. Tears were not hidden. Words followed from the heart. There was gratitude. There was relief. There was a sense of arrival. The long introduction, the struggle, the waiting, it was finally over. A new chapter had begun. Before stepping on stage, there was honesty. Questions about health were met with quiet acceptance. There was no denial. There was no false certainty. Only a calm understanding of reality. The future remains unpredictable. Another surgery is not impossible. But fear no longer dictates direction. Instead, there is acceptance. And strength within that acceptance. The theme of this journey was clear. Never give up. Not as a slogan, but as a lived experience. Life itself felt like a gift. And as long as that gift remains, the path forward continues. There is no intention to stop. There is no desire to retreat. Only the will to move forward. Step by step. Performance by performance. Note by note. This concert was not just about music. It was about survival. It was about passion. It was about pushing limits. And it was about gratitude. Looking ahead, more moments are already planned. A special series of dinner shows will take place later in the year. At the luxurious Grand Hyatt Tokyo, another milestone will be celebrated. A long-running tradition will reach its 100th performance. This too will be more than an event. It will be a reflection of a journey that continues to evolve. From rock stages to orchestral halls, the path has never been ordinary. It has always been bold. It has always been emotional. And it has always been deeply personal. The audience does not just listen. They connect. They feel. They become part of the story. And that story is still being written. With every challenge faced, a new layer is added. With every performance, a new memory is created. And with every step forward, the message grows stronger. Strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the ability to rise despite it. Music becomes more than sound. It becomes expression. It becomes healing. It becomes life itself. And in that moment, on that stage in Tokyo, everything came together. Past, present, and future stood side by side. A quiet promise filled the air. The journey is far from over. In fact, it has only just begun.